with all your might. A Spartan rolls off a tongue. Your name is slain for victory. You are a war, not a coliseum. No one can tear you down for their pleasure. You were not built in a day. Your name is no Pompeii, so they better watch where their tongues roam. They better bow their Caesars and give reverence. Your name is an aqueduct in a desert. When they spout off about you, maybe even wish you dead, your name will give something life. Your name is nothing short of prophecy. I can find a revelation in every letter. I may question the spelling, but everything is in perfect order. Your name is how Satan knows to run. And if you don't believe in that sort of thing, your name is the reason he doesn't exist. So don't take your name in vain. God is love and love begets love. Therefore you are love, and your name is simply an earthly translation. It is beautiful. Even if I butcher it, piece it all back together, we should all know how to say your name properly. Your name is how you will be praised, remembered when your body is gone, on your eternity, and with all that's in you. 1, 2, 3. Say your name. My name is David Jones, and thank you for having me.
Keep it going for the poet, y'all. Poets be talented. That's one of the things I say. Y'all still feeling good, audience? Yeah. Hey, are y'all excited for the rest of this festival?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you are. I assume you got your passes. Like, it won't stop. So we got 2 more poems for y'all. Can y'all say 2 poems?
2 poems.
I like whoever said it with flavor. I appreciate that. Sosina Audain, you can clap for that, is a writer from Washington, D.C., who published a novella called The Givid in 2021. Shout out our fiction friends. She is currently an executive editor and teaching assistant with Polyphony Lit. She's received awards including the National Silver Medal Award through Scholastic Art and Writing Awards and First Class Distinction Award from the National Council of Teachers of English. She listens to everything music-wise, which, you know, like, when people say that, you're like, no, you don't. Sosina might, but you know. So please give her song Rex. So, audience, and y'all have been so good, audience. Good for y'all, audience. You've been a wonderful audience. So, audience, I need you to start clapping right now. I need you to start clapping right now for your next poet, Sosina Audain.
Good evening, good morrow, good tidings, and good vibes. How are we doing tonight, DC? Yeah, that's what's up. My name is Sosina, and I have 2 poems for you guys. The first one is, in honor of this being a folk life festival, I figured I'd take part in the DC folk life tradition of prophesizing and making one of my favorite people on the planet a goddess in a poem. In honor of a certain Sterling A. Brown, who did a lot of folklore in his time. All right. This one's called Steps a Phone Prophet Takes to Prophetize. The gold rises through the dark window. My aunt's iPhone curls before her, its lithium wires outstretched to receive the messenger in her hands, so it translates her prayers to binary. Yes, wheat crops sour to dust because a greater enemy is out there. Our leather cows should stop emitting carbon in their farts. 0s and 1s, 1s and 0s. Amen. Then Prophet lapped up scrap metal is outside of the door shut on a smooth wood roof. The kind that married Japanese tatami with a pool sauna, bearing a ring of enameled rainbow sunlight from windows. Our Lordess swats at demons through incense smoke. Alone. This is the one whose prophet thousands tap onto their tongues like consecrated sacrament, who is older, but whose legacy we will never outlive. The one whose Holy Ghost runs this house, meaning I am growing into a haunt. That was my first poem, and the next every day I spin spiderwebs. Every day I spin spiderwebs so they can fly fish over the granite stone. The inside of the Washington Monument has 5. Lincoln's got them stuck between his fingers as he points to the DC he never saw, the one where I'm here to point back at him. Obviously, their spun of brain fog powered by my anxiety motor never stops jittering. Great source of remorse power. Pentagon spin into octagon, spin into dodecahedrons, and dinner is caught. Delicious. You've got some thorax on your chin. Remember to savor the wings in your mouth. Why? Because tomorrow doesn't promise. It comes to us on its own time. And today, we can eat. Thank you.
Make some more noise, make some more noise, make some more noise for the poets, y'all. Great, and just like that, we're at the last poet. Say aw, audience. But you know what, audience? Say what?
What?
You can find more poetry. Say where? So it's a bunch of places. Now, thank you for asking, first off. I think you might have heard about Words, Beats, and Life. They are an organization that does a bunch of things. Hip hop, they do graffiti, they do poetry. So if you're looking into more events, if you're looking into getting your students into classes, check out Words, Beats, and Life. You can also look into me, little old me. I do some stuff around here too. So if you're interested in following more stuff that I do, you that's pretty much everywhere, and I host a lot of free writing workshops and performances for folks. These students, you can follow them anywhere but home. They all do a lot of amazing stuff, and I think most all of them will be either have performed or have done other stuff here at the Folklife Festival, or will do stuff for the rest of the Folklife Festival. So please look out for those beautiful faces. Okay, audience? Perfect. Before we bring up the last one, just a couple more thank yous. First off, thank you to the Folklife Festival. Can we make some more noise for the Folklife Festival? Reason why we're all here. But shout out to them being, as I said, we looked into older poets, till contemporary poets, and the Folklife Festival has always been an amazing resource for keeping those poems and keeping those voices alive. So we appreciate it. And volunteers, please. It ain't easy. We out here in this heat just chilling, and they working. They working in this heat. So send them a lot of love. Don't be rude. Be nice to them you meet. I don't know, slide them a 20 or something. Just show love that way. We make some more noise for our ASL team and accessibility team here at the Folklife Festival. And in particular, I would love to send a thank you to Connor, who is our contact here at the Folklife Festival. And we have Rachel helping us back here as the stage manager. Yeah, clap for them. So lastly, two more thank yous. I want to thank these students. They have, if it seems like I talk a lot, they had to sit with me for weeks. So I am so grateful for them and their patience and their dedication and their writing. You've heard just a bit of how brilliant they are. I've gotten to hear them every week for a bunch of weeks. So I know how amazing each and every one is. And I'm so grateful to be here with y'all. Don't try and stop me, Mike. You won't be able to. I'm persistent. And lastly, thank you to you, audience. Please, a round of applause for yourselves. Y'all have stuck in there. Again, this heat ain't planned. This heat is very personal. So I appreciate y'all. So, are y'all ready for this last poem? Woo! I think I'm ready as well. Saini Cisse. Woo! Y'all can clap for that. Is a Gambian-American poet from Prince George's County, Maryland. She is the 2021 Prince George's County Youth Poet Laureate and a current Watering Hole Fellow. Saini's poetry focuses on themes of mental health, identity, and social justice. She seeks to build community through her art, using her work to contribute to collective freedom and liberation. A dedicated teaching artist, Saini is passionate about empowering youth and sharing the transformative power of poetry. For the last time tonight, audience, I need you to start clapping right now. Start clapping right now. For the last poet of tonight, Saini Cisse!
DC, how y'all feeling? Thank you for being here, and thank you for staying. Y'all some real ones. Okay, how many of y'all be taking the bus? Me too. I'm a PG girl. My bus was the G12. Everything that changed, yeah, everything that changed. But I wrote this poem inspired by a couple, like it's an old couple that be riding the bus with me. And I just be seeing them all the time, and they always wear these matching outfits, and they're just so fly and so cool, and they just always look so in love. And so it inspired me to write this poem. It's called Alternate Worlds for the Couple on the G12 Bus in Matching Outfits. A world where they are just one person and holding the magnet force that keeps them together in this world clasped between their palms. A world where every windbreaker belongs to them in honor of being so fly, where the bus wheels turn to wings, and I have the courage to ask them about what love without flight feels like. A world where they are always 30 minutes apart, maybe one of them on the bus behind this one in some winged fragility fate, some faint feeling of reaching for the other, the magnets inside of them still waiting to be at the same place at the same time. A world where everything they touch turns to song, twists into R&B riffs, and I wonder if they dance together, what rhythm it was that turned them into one. Their world that only belongs to them. And all the passengers turn to windows, turn to brief witnesses of sonder and awe. This world, with their hands rested together, with congruent lines inside the other's palms. And I want to ask if their love is here today because they were always going the same place, or if they drew the maps together. Here, where the edges of each other's body are held like continents come back together. Here, grounded in New Balances, grounded in knowing that this world, that their world of all worlds is still one worth choosing. A world where this love is not radical. Thank you.
And that's why we do what we do here. Let's give it up for the poets one more time. That's why we do what we do. This is what this program is all about. How do we support the next generation of poets and makers and doers and change makers? To become a master artist, one has to do work. And this is where it starts. This is where these seeds start. It starts with those teaching artists. It starts with those teachers. It starts with our grandparents. It starts with those elders. So this program is a bit of a departure for the Folklife Festival, but it is an important departure, which we're supporting that next generation of young people who are cultural practitioners and culture bearers, like my colleague here, Eric. So he's part of this youth journalism program, and he's out here. This is a very different sort of work that he's used to, but he's feeling it. And liking what he's seeing. Had never been to the Folklife Festival, so this is a way that we're opening up these spaces for young people from across this city. You see jazz voice.
How am I supposed to follow that up, y'all? Well, under the direction of Alan Johnson, the Jazz Studies program at UDC produces premier ensembles that are recognized throughout the whole entire Washington, D.C. While audience are more familiar with the university's big band, the UDC Jazz Ensemble, the small jazz ensembles form an integral part of the program.
So everybody, please give a warm round of applause and welcome to the UDC Jazz Tech.
Yeah.